Today we're checking out the Langham, which is our go-to option when visiting Hong Kong. This is one of our favorite hotels, given the price, perks with programs like FHR, and also location. We'll look at a base room, amenities, and food options. Big favor before we dive in is to hit the like button, and if you want to upgrade your travel, consider subscribing. Welcome to Langham Hong Kong. So this is a pretty basic room and you have 2 beds. There are options for 1 bed and it's very straightforward. Over here is going to be a seat. You have a little desk here. I think the chairs were facing this way initially, but we were kind of talking and doing work. We do have a bit of a view, so it's kind of a freeway view, a scene during the daytime where it's a bit easier to see. But yeah, not really much. And in general, this hotel doesn't have the best views. We did get some welcome goodies, which included some fruit, which I already ate most of, but then left 2 to show you guys. And also some chocolate where there were a bunch of them beforehand. Probably shouldn't have eaten them, probably should have saved it for a video, but they were very good, very delicious. In the back of the room, there is an air filter. Over here is the TV, pretty simple, not the biggest by any means, but it works. And you have kind of everything else you need. So coffee right over here, an espresso, you get 3 pods here, espresso machine, bunch of waters. It's going to be from Nordau. This is some filtered water you can request. Benefit too, if you do run out, is you can ask for more and they'll just bring you more. Down here is the paid mini bar, and you also have some cups down here and kettle on the other side. The beds here are reasonably comfortable. I actually like them. They are on the stiffer end, so they're not super soft, but it's not as stiff as Taiwan. So for me, I like it, but not for everyone. Tons of buttons on the wall for kind of setting everything, and also tons of plugs. I really do like that they actually give you some plugs to use. So for example, they have cables and stuff. If you need to charge, obviously you can't take them, you still have to return them. But a lot of other hotels don't have in the room, you have to ask for it. Or sometimes even if you ask, they might not have it. As weird as it sounds, this is a nice touch. One disadvantage, and it's not just this room, we've stayed in multiple rooms in this building, is that the air conditioner can be a bit loud. I'm gonna move my mic up there and let you hear it. You don't hear it as much in the main area, but right here at least, and maybe on the first bed, it can be pretty obnoxious. So take a listen. So Manny just said the first bed's fine, which is fine. It does kind of act as white noise, but not ideal. Over in this closet, you have bathrobes. So it does have Langham branding at the bottom. Don't believe it shows Hong Kong, so normal, kind of the main one. The towels are kind of stiff and uncomfortable. Manny, give it a feel. I have a feeling you're gonna agree.
Ew. It's like they air dried it, because if you put it in a dryer, it would be like nice and fluffy. I don't know. It's pretty stiff.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it doesn't feel great. It's nice and heavy if you are looking for it. It's kind of like a very just heavy duty towel that doesn't feel soft. Slippers are pretty solid. Decent amount of cushion. In case you're wondering, we are right over here and we're kind of right next to the super suite over here. And then yeah, a lot of the rooms are pretty much the size other than 2 big corner ones, at least on this floor. Over here's the bathroom, and one interesting touch or change is that the person outside controls the blinds to see inside. So if I'm using the toilet or something, or if I'm showering, it's kind of weird and funny to me that the person outside has full control rather than inside. You would think that I'm the one that can like kind of block it off or something. I guess one reason might be because it's wood and they don't want it to like mold with the steam and stuff. Yeah, I think it's still weird to be like, oh, and then have someone be like, what are you up to? Are you done yet? Are you not done yet? So for me, at least mentally, that feels a bit weird. Taking a look at the bathroom, starting here, we have a gigantic mirror and also a ton of items. Everything is going to be from Deep Boutique. They also provide dental kits, shower cap, and vanity kit. There are a lot of other hotels now in the area that are actually not providing things like shower cap. You have to pay for it. So that's getting a bit weird, even for like decently nice hotels. So this is a nice touch for now. Shower's right over here, pretty much a giant square, not even that giant. So I can like touch the sides, but it does the job. 6, 7, I think even if you're 6 foot, you probably want to use it. If you're 6'5", this might feel too tall. To be fair though, water pressure is really good from all the times I've used it. So big fan of that. Tub is right over here. And it's fine. A little short for my taste, so I think it works because of how it's curved, so it's not too uncomfortable, but I feel like I wish it was a little bit longer. Yeah, it's not bad. It works. Ow. There is a non-slip mat that I just knocked down, loofah, soap, and bath salts. We did end up booking this with Amex Fine Hotels Resorts with our Platinum card, so Centurion members get an extra $50 on top of the 100 standard one that we get. Benefits include 12 p.m. check-in when available, room upgrades upon arrival, daily breakfast for 2 at the buffet, guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout, which is awesome, especially if you are exploring the city, and also the $100 credit to be used on food, but it does not include room service, mini bar, gift shop, spa, and yeah, all the other non-restaurant items. On a side note, if you are someone that wants to learn about cards, so American Express Platinum for access to FHR, and you want to support the channel, we do have links on the website, asksebby.com, and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive, but otherwise, it is a huge way to support the channel, so thank you in advance. One of the reasons we love the property is location and great service, but also value for price. On the top end, for something like Rosewood, expect to pay $800 to $1,000 a night. On the flip side, you have Holiday Inn that will run you around $150. The Langham is a nice middle ground in the $225 range. For shorter stays, the best way to book is via FHR, given the benefits for just $20 more per night. If you don't have a premium card, it's also available with other VIP hotel platforms like Cardonomics. The top line price is in the same zone at about $242 before taxes and fees. This is through Couture, which is their invitation-only partnership program. Pretty much the same idea as FHR, where you get breakfast, food and beverage credit, and other perks. I'll link to it down below in case you're curious.
So one other thing too is that for a lot of these corner rooms, there's a bit of a weird buzz that you can hear sometimes. I'm not sure if it's the wind, maybe construction or something from a neighbor or something. Yeah, it's like a weird, eerie vibe. I'm gonna let you try to hear it. It's hard to explain, but it kind of sounds like a tuning fork, or if a car horn was going off very far away but like constantly held down. But it's only sometimes, like at night it actually stops, but during the day it's like pretty prominent for whatever reason.
There's also a pool and gym on the top floor, or technically the one below the top floor, and gym's okay, a bit small and a bit cramped if there are a lot of people, but you can get a workout in and it does the job. So downstairs, there's a bunch of weights and machines, and it's kind of a U-shaped circle. On the side, you have an area to stretch, and that's pretty much what I've seen people doing there, and also some people doing yoga. Upstairs, there are a lot of cardio machines, and I feel like this side is less cramped. I guess the nature of cardio machines is that you kind of have your own little space, so it doesn't feel as bad. There also aren't locker rooms from what I remember, so you probably do want to go back to your room afterwards. Also, there is a pool outside, it's going to be a rooftop one. Perfect for lounging and relaxing, but probably not the best if you are trying to do a ton of laps. There also are jacuzzis and hot tubs on the side, which are great for relaxing. One of the reasons why we really like the hotel is convenience. This is located in TST, also known as Tsim Sha Tsui, and it's one of the shopping hubs. So you can walk out and see a ton of stores and a ton of malls. I feel like there's like 4 or 5 pretty sizable malls. On top of that, you are pretty close to the water, so there are a lot of tourist sites and things you can see by the waterfront, which is always fun. If you're trying to explore Old Hong Kong, then you are on the Kowloon side, so you can explore Mong Kok or Wong Kok and do all the old school stuff and see kind of how a lot of normal people live. On the other hand, if you're trying to do more glitzy stuff or more city stuff, you can go to Hong Kong Island, and that's just a few stops away. One of the big draws of the hotel and why we really like to book it through FHR is that $100 credit. With that said, let's actually look at a few options. So if you are someone that wants really traditional Cantonese cuisine and kind of the best of the best, then I'd recommend going to Tang Court, which is a 3 Michelin star restaurant and one of the few in Hong Kong.
First up is a mushroom dumpling. It's super gelatinous and smells amazing. So if you take a look at the inside, it's all mushrooms, it's delicious. And yeah, it tastes perfect. So you want to use the serving chopsticks first on the outside and grab it. I might grab it onto a spoon because I think it's easier to present. And then you have secondary chopsticks that are personal eating ones. It's a pretty standard one compared to a mushroom, but it's still really good. Pretty much a giant piece of shrimp. Next up, we have chicken tart. So this one looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm almost scared to grab it. I'm gonna be a terrible person and do this. It's a full-on tart. Let's break it apart and see what it looks like. Let's see how it tastes. It's delicate and flaky and lots of flavor to it. It's really good. Definitely more pastry than chicken flavor, but yeah, delicious. Next up is their iteration of a ham soi gao. It's pretty much a deep-fried dumpling with stuff inside, and it's really good. It's one of my favorite items. So I have this item a lot, and one of my favorite parts about this one is that it doesn't feel as greasy and as something that's been sitting there for a very long time as the other iterations of this. It's super fresh and delicious and just tastes healthier, which is weird for a deep fried item. Again, it's pretty much a deep fried dumpling, right? So normally it doesn't taste that healthy. It tastes good here. Next up is the abalone tart, which is one of Mandy's favorites. The tart's super crispy, sauce is amazing. Abalone is a bit rougher. I think they could have maybe worked it a bit more, but otherwise it's really good. Next up are pan-fried rice noodle rolls with homemade XO sauce. So this was one of my favorite dishes growing up, and it's generally super flavorful and amazing. Super excited to taste it here. It does have a pretty good fry to it compared to some other places. So there are two sauces. There's going to be peanut, they put a bit on, as well as hoisin. Let's give it a taste. Even the rice noodles are a very simple dish. This is elevated and the fry on it's perfect, delicious. XO sauce adds a lot of texture and additional flavors to it. Within the XO sauce, there also are the little shrimpies. And yeah, sauce is great. It's kind of like an explosion in your mouth and a lot of great flavors. And if you like complex dishes, then this is a simple one that is elevated to be complex, considering that rice noodles are generally just considered bland and plain. Next up is a giant soup dumpling with sea cucumber as well as dried scallop. So first off, let's try the soup by itself. Tastes super clean and pure and delicious. Next up, you can add some red vinegar to enhance the taste. So a bit of acidity and brings out some other flavors. It's kind of like adding salt to a sweet item, just brings out other things. So inside there are a bunch of things. Let's give it a taste. That's really good. We try to order this when we're back in SF and it's never this good. Normally it's like a 7 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. Also the fact that there are other expensive items like sea cucumber. Last up, the finale is going to be their signature dish, which is a baked crab. There's going to be Alaskan crab, local crab, and also onions inside of it. Outside is going to be a crispy shell. Let me turn it over so you can see what's inside. So it's all crab meat all the way through, which is amazing, and it's pretty much a giant handful of crab. This is the most expensive item that we ordered today. It's about $50 US for one, so we did order one to share, so this is half of it. For context, that's about the price of 4 dim sum items, so you don't have to get this, but if it is your first time, maybe splurge just to get one. You can see all the crab inside. Nothing but crab, no filling. It's a perfect melt in your mouth, and it's delicious. You also can add some Worcester sauce in order to add additional flavors. So to add a little bit to start and see if you like it first. Probably a bit too much there. So before, it's pretty sweet, and this adds a bit of saltiness to it. And yeah, really, really good.
There's also the lobby restaurant, which does have items throughout the day. So they have an all-day menu, which is pretty solid and decently priced and simplified.
Today we're having lunch with my sister, and we're in Palm Court. This is her. She also has a YouTube channel if you want to go check it out down below. She ended up getting the Hainanese chicken, which I got last time, which is really good, and I'd strongly recommend it. This time I want to try the crab sandwich, and it looks amazing. You have fries, sando, and also the crab leg. Hey, excuse me? Everything looks pretty good. Let's dive into it.
Let's start off with the fries. Oh, a bit too salty. Yeah, a bit heavy-handed on salt, even on like the second and third one. It's okay. Hers heavy on top, bottom ones are fine. So maybe they double seasoned it and seasoned it again before serving. Otherwise fine, pretty normal. Let's try the crab claw. Pretty big claw. There also is a sauce for this right over here. Let's take a bite. So there is a lot of filling, so that might be not the best for some people, but it's fine, kind of scratches that itch. And to be fair, it kind of makes sense that filling, given the price, it's expected. The potato filling, there is still crab, it's not like there's not crab, but yeah, a lot of potato filling. Next up is the sandwich, the star of the dish. Oh, there's a lot of crab. I can't even grab the bottom. It is a double decker. There's some tomatoes, cucumbers, cheese, and I think onions on the top area. And then bottom area is going to be the crab with the mayo sauce and also some lettuce. Oh, also avocado. Yeah, also some avocado down here that fell out. So a lot of stuff here, pretty big. It's okay. It tastes very healthy. Flavors coming out right now are mostly the veggies and avocado. A lot of avocado. There is a hint of crab, but there's not as much as I thought there would be. So I think if you are looking for that and something more substantive,
This is probably not the move. I went to the Hainanese chicken, which is really good. This, I find it's okay. Yeah, mostly avocado flavored, more than anything, and hints of crab. Like there are crab, but I think it is kind of overwhelmed. So kind of a thin layer throughout the thing. I definitely have had crab sandwiches that have had a bit more meat on it. Also did end up making a mess, so there's that. And just to clarify, it's not bad, but I think it could be better. Okay, desserts here, and it looks amazing. Last time we ended up getting a mango tart and a strawberry tart. Strawberry was a bit too tart. This time we ended up getting the mango and also the mango mascarpone.
All right, desserts here, and it looks amazing. We got the mango tart and the mango mousse.
Have you ever wondered what it feels like to have a shadow? So there are a bunch of layers to it, and also a bit of gold flaking, which is a nice touch. Looks pretty beautiful, pretty much a flower. Good, perfect bite. Cheers. Pretty good. This time mango is a bit more tart than last time. Last time was super sweet, but still good. It works together really well. So tart adds that crunch. You have the sweetness from the cream, and the mango adds a citrus. So this is half eaten because she kind of worked through it already, compared to mine, which still looks pretty beautiful. Like it's actually a perfect half cut.
I cut it anyway.
Well, anyways, this is what I got, and this is what she got. Yeah, this vomit-inducing looking thing. Let's start off this. You have this crunch layer on the outside, the mousse, and then you have the bottom. Bottom is pretty tough, but you can kind of work through it. Okay, bottom layer, perfect bite. That's so unique. So it's actually white chocolate that's mango flavored on top. Cream is really good. It's pretty complex, tasty. And then you have the crunch at the bottom. I would actually go for this one. I think this is the move. It's such a complex dish. The other one, the tart's fine. The other one, the tart, that's very basic. Like I wouldn't recommend it to a bunch of people. I wouldn't go to a friend and be like, hey, you have to go here and try that tart. This is near that level where I think like, hey, if you're in the area and you want something tasty, this is a good one. Someone's stealing my mousse. The mousse has been stolen. Going from that one back to this one kind of feels like sadness. It's fun, but that one's really good.
Here's the perfect bite. Cheers. So tasty.
One of the popular options is going to be the buffet. So it depends on day, but there is a lot of food, and when we went, there was lobster. It was okay though, a bit overcooked in our opinion, and again, probably one of those ones I wouldn't go back to, but might be worth a try for yourself. For the price, there are better buffets elsewhere, and it's not really worth writing home about. This is also where breakfast is, and it's not too bad at all. So lots of items and lots of choices, and a great way to sample things. If you're Chinese or if you've had a lot of Chinese food, then it's kind of like a 7, maybe 6, maybe some 8s, but kind of okay. But if you are new to this and you are kind of exploring the city afterwards, then it's a great way to sample everything to see what you like and maybe which ones are skips. That way, when you go out, you can kind of have a better iteration at the actual other places. Hopefully that makes sense. My go-tos end up being the fruit, milk, as well as the noodles, and bacon doesn't hurt. I think it is still worth going down for the breakfast, but it's not gonna blow your socks off. It's one of those ones where if you miss it, you're probably not gonna cry about it, but probably worth a stop.
Okay, so we're at the dessert shop, and we ended up getting 2 items. Let's start off with Mandy's, which is a bit more subtle, and it's going to be kind of an egg milk thing. Probably a bad description, but let's give it a taste. That's really good. It's kind of like almond milk that's heated up and stuff, and then there's egg whites. It's just super tasty, super delicate, and I think if you've never had it, it's definitely worth a try. I can't even think of a Western dish that matches this kind of texture and stuff. But yeah, just imagine hot almond milk with a bit of sweetness to it and egg whites to kind of add to it. It's delicious. My dish is mango sago. Let's give it a taste. That's really good. Maybe a bit artificial, but it's pretty tasty. As much as I like mango sago, I think Mandy's is more unique, and I probably should have got hers as well. I was debating it, but I like mango sago. But if you're in Hong Kong, if you've never had her dessert, then I would definitely try it. And another reason I really like the almond one too is that my mom actually used to make it when I was a kid. So it does bring back memories of, growing up and being a kid. I think hers was a bit less sweet. This one is a bit sweeter, but it's still really good. I feel like it's not that hard to make, so maybe I should try to make it myself. But yeah, I guess I kind of forgot it even existed for the last 15 years.
There definitely are areas for improvement, but it does a good enough job, and for us, location's great, team and staff are super awesome, and also price is right. Could we pay twice as much to get a better experience? Yes. You could also pay 5 times as much or 6 times as much. So it just depends on what level you're going for and what your experience is. If you look at this holistically, it sounds like I don't really like the hotel, but that's not the case because we keep coming back and we generally like it. Main takeaway, I think this is a great hotel if you are looking for a central location to kind of explore both Kowloon and Hong Kong, or also the TST area since you're right here. If the price is right and it fits your budget, then consider staying here for your next stay. Again, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website, AskSebby.com, and also down below in the description box. If you made it to this point, leave a star emoji in the comments down below, and I'll try to heart it and respond. 3 questions for you. What are your thoughts on the Langham Hong Kong? Are you more focused on location or hard product? Also, where do you usually stay when you visit Hong Kong? Let me know and everyone else know in the comments down below. Big favor thumbs up, share this, but otherwise hope you liked it. See you on the road.